For more than a century, blackened timbers have remained silent in the warehouses of the New York City Museum. They were found in 1916, about 6 meters deep beneath the streets of southern Manhattan, while the subway tunnels were excavated. Since then, they have been considered one of the oldest material vestiges of European presence in what is now New York. If you like history and archaeological mysteries, do not forget to subscribe and give like. Today we will explore the intriguing history of the remains of the Tyger ship and its connection to the birth of New York. Now, an international investigation brings these timbers back into focus. A question is posed that has been unanswered for decades. Did Tyger, the legendary ship of the Dutch sailor Adrian Block, really belong? This ambitious project seeks to clarify one of the most intriguing episodes of the 17th century New York. The Tyger was not an ordinary ship. He left Amsterdam in 1613 in full maritime expansion of the United Provinces, when the Netherlands competed with powers such as Spain and Portugal. Adrian Block, an experienced merchant and navigator in charge of establishing fur exchanges with the indigenous peoples of the region, was in command. The arrival of the Tyger to the bay that occupies New York today marked one of the first sustained contacts between Europeans and this strategic enclave. However, the history of the ship was brief. A few months after anchoring, an accidental fire destroyed it, leaving only remains calcined with water. Block and his crew spent the winter on the ground, building a new boat, the Onrust. With this new ship, they explored rivers and coasts fundamental to the later Dutch colonization. Identifying the remains of the Tyger means touching with hands the physical origin of the city. When the remains were found in 1916, no one imagined the impact of the discovery. The area, now urban, was in the 17th century a coastal strip. Over time, the Dutch and British gained land to the river, burying old anchorages. The remains were identified as the Tyger, but the studies carried out were limited. The current project introduces modern techniques, such as dendrochronological analysis, that will allow to know when the logs were cut. The species of wood will be identified and the pieces will be examined as constructive elements of a ship. This approach seeks to apply a rigorous method of exclusion. The researchers will also study how the pieces were worked and what function they performed. Next to the remains were recovered objects of life on board, such as tools and fragments of ceramics, which contextualize the finding. If it is confirmed that they belong to the Tyger, it would be one of the oldest archaeological testimonies of the European contact in the city. The project is part of an effort to review the origins of the city, coinciding with the 400 years of its constitution as a municipality. Whatever the result, the Tyger case shows that urban history is still alive under our feet, revealing fragments of a past that can change our understanding of the beginnings of New York.